And I guess apparently this has been known for the past week or two that Keaton has been in talks, and the talks are very serious. The price tag for the paycheck is going to be very high to get him back under the
obviously.
cowl. But he's always said he's interested in revisiting, even when they were doing press for Dumbo last year. He was coy about it, but he mentioned, whatever, if the right thing comes up or whatever. I like what I like. So what I've read and what I know, and I'm going to give it to you straight. So in this movie, Keaton will be back as Bruce Wayne, and he'll be training a new Batgirl. So that's 100% happening. That's part of this story. I'm not sure, out of the news publications, who's confirmed that or not, but I'm telling you right straight from the horse's mouth, the information I have is he will be training a new Batgirl. Also, apparently this role is a lot bigger. People are like, it's going to be the Nick Fury of the DC. No, apparently it's a very large role. Apparently he will be almost an equal character to the Flash in this movie. That's the information I got earlier, that this is going to lead to other things. And I think this is finally going to be what a lot of fans have been wanting, the possibility of a Batman Beyond movie. I think this may be, they're saying that he's technically replacing Ben Affleck as Batman in the DCEU. That's what they're going with here. I don't know if they reached out and tried to get Ben involved again, or if they were just like, hey, this is going to be such big fucking news and everyone still knows that Keaton's the best Batman of all time, so we need to get him in here. And again, it broke the fucking internet. It's trending right now for good reason. I mean, it's huge news that you're going to get Michael Keaton back as Batman in any capacity. I was also told, however, he will not be seen under the cowl and cape, which to me is, regardless, you could say what you want about however they would handle the character, Nick, but bringing him back, it would be a travesty. It would be a sin to not at least see him wearing it for like a second again and do his Bat voice. Like, seriously. I mean, a lot of fans will go into this. I know what you're going to say, but if you're going to do it, put it in there and let people be happy about it. Maybe even let's see him still being Batman for a portion, because when you're in that costume, it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, I stood next to the guy, and we're recording this as of, actually, as of right now. The date just switched. We're talking right now on the 31st anniversary of Batman 89, my favorite movie of all time. I mean, I stood next to the guy. You put a cowl on the guy's face, it still looks like Batman. You don't see old man neck hanging, or you don't see his receding hairline that he's halfway bald. You see Batman still. You're still going to have those eyes there. So, I mean, for me as a fan, if you're going to do it, do something awesome with it. Don't just, I wouldn't want to see it as a Nick Fury type of role, like him just coming in and, chewing scenery as Bruce Wayne. I want to see something special if you're going to do it. I mean, it's an intriguing angle to look at. It kind of depends on what they want to do with it. I will say that if they decide to go with I've read a lot of those rumors on social media and whatnot, that he's going to be either a Nick Fury type character, or that he's straight up going to be replacing Batfleck as the Batman in the DCEU. It's a bold kind of choice for DC to give us a Batman that is not going to be fighting. Like, obviously, we're not going to see a Keaton of his age, and I don't disagree necessarily about wanting to see him put on the suit for at least something for whatever reason, but I think it'd be a bold move, and they'd have to play their cards. I mean, you talk about like DC being on thin ice with fans and with a lot of stuff. Like Wonder Woman and Shazam and Aquaman have bought them back like a little bit, and Joker obviously, but that's like, I think DC has stepped into this kind of continuity thing now where they're doing things that are Elseworlds. They're doing things that are not completely interconnected. They've abandoned wholesale going for what Marvel wants. Not necessarily to say that they don't still have some connective tissue between some of their movies and whatnot, but that's where, when they mentioned Flashpoint Paradox, basically the gist of the story is the Flash ends up in an alternate timeline wherein Bruce Wayne is the one that's killed by Joe Chill, not Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Thomas Wayne ends up becoming Batman,
that's right,
a gun-toting fucking Batman who just straight up murders people, and Martha Wayne actually ends up becoming the Joker in that timeline. I like if they wanted to really if you wanted to give me Keaton as Thomas Wayne's Batman in that alternate timeline, I could see like really enjoying that more almost. And I posted that on social media when I commented back to it. I don't necessarily know if I just want to see him hanging out in the Batcave or hanging out in the Watchtower or whatever thing they come up with for him to do whatever while all the other heroes, and you know what, I'm sure whatever Batgirl property they put together would and could be absolutely great. I'm sure that they'll, there could be a lot of really, really good things and a lot of good avenues to take with that. But, like, if you're going to throw all this money at Keaton, you're literally going to spend so much fucking money to get him back for how many films to have him be, like, whatever. And I'm sorry, but if that's true, if they want him to be as big of a player in a Flashpoint movie as The Flash, fuck you. It's Flash's movie. Like, that's the whole fucking point of the story is the Flash. Like, if they want to do that, if you want to bring him back, like, give him his own fucking movie then. Just make it a Batman movie where he's training a Batgirl, like, by itself.